Hello everyone, Mrs. Gigi here. Today we are going to create something with all of these, or at least some of them. We are going to create an accordion type thing that I got inspired by a picture that I saw. And yeah, a whole stack of papers, that is. And we will have to look through because I need some sort of plain basis, but with a little bit of fun though. So, Wednesday back again. We will definitely use this one. And these are old papers, so I don't know if they are available now, but yeah. The back side is like a little bit of grayish black, so that will do. This is a definite no. That one is too, no, that's way too pattern thing. Hello and welcome then. This one might be nice. It's a directional piece of paper, but we will maybe use some of it because of the pattern. I really like it. I have no clue. This one was no, that is a no. That is a no, definite no. I know for sure that this will take a little bit. It's a whole bit of cutting and put pieces together. So we will just have to decide. This is step 2 in the in the process, really. So this will have to be a thing to use. I tend to love texts and things. No, I don't like that. This is a definite yes, and maybe. Yes and maybe. Directional paper once again. I would say probably on this one. Yes, the wood paper is really nice. It is. Letters, up on letters. Do we see anything? Sometimes, no, it's totally random, I would say. Sometimes they make these papers with words, but this one is totally random. I like this one, but no. We'll take that one away because it was one-sided piece of paper. Oh, this is beautiful, but not for this kind of project. It's not really worth doing anything. Double-sided, but definite no, because you know that is just like crazy for the thing that we are going to work with. Not at all. I would say no. A definite no. Black. No, we don't like that for this one. No, into a little bit more springy type piece of paper. Green. No. Those might be nice to be able to cut out a piece or two out of. Dragonflies, definite no. I bought these pieces of paper in some sort of like, you know, total random stack of papers. Way too much stuff. Yes. Yes, yeah, I do. No, 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 no. Let's look into the ones that we have then and see what we can do in order to create what we are about to. So put these aside. And we are going, because these are, let's see, let's look into this one first, because that's the plain one here. These are 12 by 12 pieces of like, you know, a 12 by 12 piece of paper. Traditional scrapbook size piece of paper without that little border down there. And we're going to cut and we are going to fold. Let's see. It's going to be cut and fold in different ways, so we will have to go this way first. Cut and folded and all kinds of things. So, and of course it's not cardstock, but it is a little bit more on the thicker side of a scrapbook paper. So folding it like this, not necessarily a thing that the paper likes, but what to do. Let's see, a bone folder somewhere maybe. Yeah, of course it's somewhere. Let's just do it like this. And now thinking, should I go, yeah, 3 in 3. Is that big? Yeah, I don't know. Should I go even smaller with this one? I don't. No, it's not going to be for the craft. Hello, Erin. No, it's not going to be for the craft book. It was something else that I saw that I wanted to try out. Let's think about this. And of course we need to kind of, you know, I'm gonna cut the whole thing here, so not necessarily the size that we are going to use, because we are going to make an accordion house book, or whatever you like to call it. Black on that side, which means, let's see, what if we just do like that. Directional pieces of paper is a little bit of a thing. I don't necessarily like to use them, but you know, sometimes it's just what it is to have to use things up. There was that direction on the back side, doesn't really matter though. Let's think, do we need more than 2 on this one? No, I don't think so. So we will cut this part off. Could probably be used in this project some way or another. Some way or another. Let's do it like that, and we will have these 2. Thinking again about the not the right size, but the size that I like. Let's see. So, and they are meant to be different sizes, smaller too actually. So I'm going thinner and also shorter with these. And let's see which one should I go with. I would say this one down here, just for the fun of it. The taller building this will be, because it will also be folded in half. And of course, as you can see, it's going to be way thinner than the others, but let's like that. So this one will go, yeah, like that. That one will go, let's see, the directional thing there doesn't really matter, like that. And another one. You know, this could be one of those accordion books that could go on and on and on forever. Like I've done. This was made with small little bits of pieces of paper stuck together. Like I'm just going to show you a little quick. These are small bits and pieces just put together into one book, so it's foldable. Like, you know, it's a never-ending story. That's kind of neat. You can go fold it over and over and over. It's a never-ending, like you could even like add on. So all of these small little bits and pieces of paper are put together into something like this. Not necessarily the same thing as this one, but kind of similar. And we are going with that one. Hello, Bobby. Welcome, welcome. Let's see which one. Where do we want to start? Like, going that one, and I'm just gonna fold up to the piece here, because this is not one thing that we need to use. And I am going to use this piece of paper to cut all of these out. And one might ask oneself, with all of this, of course there will be scraps. Like with every paper project, there are scraps. And to be totally honest, put to the side, probably just put to the side. I don't know if it will be used. That's one of the trickiest things though. Let's see, do I want to have that part out on? Yeah, it could be nice like that. And we're going that way first, which means, let's see. Could have done something like that, of course. Yeah, but well, unfortunately, say directional. I don't like it, but that's the way it goes. So the base is here. We are going, let's think. We're going to do a little bit of gluing with this one. Adding in the rooftops now. And let's see, that's the opening there, which means that's going to be a pocket. Let's see. That's going to be a pocket, and that means, yeah, to be able to put it together, you need to kind of have a little tiny bit. Let's see. There. So that's going to be a pocket on that side. Folding it out, which means there is going to be, let's see, I really do want to have it a little, yeah, I'm going for it. I'm going there. And with this one, it's going to be a pocket up here, which means there needs to be glue here. And then folding it again, looking into it, and this time, do I want it that way or that way? I do like these two both together, but yet again a little bit thinner, so I will just randomly cut. And no, for those that might wonder, I do not measure anything. Not in this particular thing though. So we need glue down here. Are measurements overrated? Some might think they are, and some might not. That's just the way it is. So we have it here. Let's do the start of this. And for this one, I was actually thinking, let's see if we can cut this one apart. We are going to create a fence. Just for the fun of it, looking at these pieces of, you know, this piece of paper actually looks like wood, like proper wood. So that will be a fence. Of course, I don't want to have those white bits. So let's think about this one for a bit. Like that. No measurements. Look away if you don't like that. That's just me. Yet again, a little bit of glue. The tiniest amount though. Spread it out with, you know, I usually use my fingers, but I could have done it in another way, of course. And yep, it needs more here. And yet again like there. This is just my mind looking at a picture and trying something out, so don't blame me for the end result. It's just one of those crazy thoughts of mine, you know. Yep. Let's think about this one though. This needs to be here. Yeah. Just the tiniest bit of a dot. Thinking that that would be kind of the end for the little fence thing going. And another one, of course. Just going to place all of them like this. Actually going to cut that one off a little bit. And do I want to wait for the drying process? Of course you can do that. Do I? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Let's see. Actually going to cut that. It is a little bit like a black line or whatever it is there. Which no, I don't want to have that one as a part of the thing. We are yet again just gluing some down. So this will represent, oh, that was too short. We don't like that. Let's look into this one then. There. And another one. Like we have these scrap bits which are need to be used in these kinds of things. And let's see, this one I tend to, yeah, just like the middle part there, of course, the middle part, but you know, that's where it is. Somewhat of a thing. And then we of course need to create some sort of entrance, or in this case the garden. And yes, this is, yeah, one of those things that tend to be created through, like, the process has already just started. And you have no clue about the end result. Like that. We will put this one aside just for a little bit of drying. And these, can we use them? I think so. And I would go probably with these two, them being just a little bit small, on the smaller side. For, let's see, this one, And yes, I'm just gonna cut it all like this for once. And do a little bit neater of cutting just to try something. Maybe this is a tree, or it's going to symbolize some sort of tree or some sort of something growing in a garden. So this will be added in. And I have done a little bit in the winter journal, but I am also not 100% sure that I will add this one in the particular one. Like this was just a thing that I saw today that I wanted to try out from the picture, so that will be an add-on to the winter journal maybe. Hello, Time Lord. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for being here. So I hope that you had a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Mine has actually been a little bit of a roller coaster, but it is at least beautiful weather outside. Still just a little bit too cold for me, but it's, you know, sunshine and blue sky, and that is something that I definitely like, and you can feel it. It is springtime on its way, and I like that a lot. I would say most of us do like springtime, don't we? Yeah, I've done a couple of spring journals before. Yes, I am going, but the thing is, I tend to do a lot flowers and things in those, and I'm not in the mood. The spring journal usually comes, you know, like in May. I'm still going with the winter one because it's cold outside, so yep. So I'm just going to cut that one off a little bit like that. Actually going to leave some of the greens here in the background. But spring journal, and soon it's summer. That's even better. That might be the best part of the year. Summertime. And with that comes vacation time. A walk for a video. That sounds fun. Are you going to upload it later on or something? Or have you already done that? I'm all into nature and things, so this time of year, you know, like that's a definite thing. Let's see, we're just going like, yes, we are thinking here, there. This is going to be tricky. A puzzle piece of a thing. We will put this one down, kind of, because I want to put things underneath it, I think, like there. And then, let's see, remember, me not doing any measurements whatsoever. Somewhat of a little bit of magic, and no one will never ever see. So you will upload a video. Always fun with, you know, nature themed, or like or the graveyard videos that you've done. Those are really nice too. Want to have, yep, like that. And further down there. And going in here again with more glue. So a definite side project this one is. It's a neat one though. I think he has, doesn't he? I'm surprised. I don't know, like, there are, or you know, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of change up though. Are we going to use that one or just leave it as it is? Adding in something else? Yeah, I feel like I need something else. Maybe these? This one might be neat to use, and that one. Let's cut it. No, let's cut it. Content is, yeah, depending on what you want to do, but it could be fun and it can also be, there are so many possibilities. So many possibilities. I would say, oh, I don't know. You need to do some live streams yourself. Yeah, you haven't done that in quite a while. Depending on, of course, what you do, but you know, I'm thinking nature themed things are always coming second in at least where I am. You know, of course, you know, could do winter videos, but it is fun, way more fun to do it in springtime. Oh, so let's help you to hit the 2,000 subscribers then, Danny. Let's see, are we going further down like that maybe? Another one too. I saw some sort of flowery thing. I don't know. These are not the flowers that I like. Are we going with... No, I would just go with those that I have. This one is too big, is it? Those flowers might be neat to use, like those two. Oh, they're definitely, oh, definitely a nice countryside. Definitely. Yeah, I Wales and Scotland is, yeah, that's two parts of Great Britain that I like a lot. In Wales, yes, several times. Yes, I have been. And in Great Britain as a whole. Yeah, let's see. Cutting small little bits here because it's tiny. Let's see if we wanna use that somewhere like this little flower. Yeah, I could just put it there, you know, like who am I? This is a pretend piece anyway, so yeah. Could actually do like a whole bunch of totally random pieces of whatever and let's see. Oh, yeah. The big mountains, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with the mountains. We've always debated things like that here in my family because, you know, we have relatives in Switzerland, so yeah, the Swiss Alps are a little bit different. Just a tiny bit. Even the mountains here are, you know, it's not comparable at all, really. Depending on who you're talking to in the family, of course. That might be. So, yep, the mountains. Walk in the mountains and skiing. That might be the two biggest things. Oh, I love but it's hard. The language is, yeah, it is special. I love languages, so. Oh, don't go with the names. Those are, yeah, those can definitely be special. The names and hard to pronounce for sure. Yeah. But languages are really fun. I love all different kinds of languages. And I also love learning new ones. And I think that's a thing in the family because, yeah, we love visiting, you know, places, like all different kinds of places, really. I feel like I want to have something here. Let's see, I'm just going to try this one. It is a little bit too big. Do we have any? Let's see. Maybe that one. That one over here is a little bit smaller, so I will try this. And who am I cutting it out with this little piece of
pair of scissors, you know, like trying this one out. And here, going up here too. Yeah, that feels, I don't know, the 3 might be the thing there. Just put a little bit of glue on here, and yeah, I don't really want to glue everything 100% down because it feels nicer to have it just a little flip-floppy type situation there. And let's think about it. Just going here. And adding in a little bit more. It's going down there. So this is one that you can like build up so many things. We're going with anything else on here? Maybe I feel like I want to add something pink. Are we really going with something pink? a bit of a flowery situation. Do we have any? The ones that we had before was way too big. And now I'm cutting into, you know, bigger pieces of paper. Do we really want that? Those, no. Those are more... The dialects are really fun when thinking about it. They are. And we do have that here in Sweden too, of course. I would say every country has. And do I want to add in these? Maybe these ones. Let's think about it. I don't want to cut it into a piece of paper that I want to use at another thing if necessary. Let's think. There. We need that little pink. We have another pink up there. Let's just go further up. Because we need that little pink. And yes, we might add in those two. Cutting it into a circle first. Tricky. Switching it around. The beauty of cutting something neatly is, you know, just not really changing the direction of the hand that holds the scissors, but changing the piece of paper thingy that you are trying to cut out. Let's see, just the tiniest there. And maybe we can use this. A Canadian lady online asked me if there was second English. What? 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 I don't even. I don't even know what to answer to that. English, yeah, all different kinds of dialects. Second English language, like that might be the American or the Canadian version of the English then, because the British English to me is, you know, the main one. You didn't get the opportunity to say to, but yeah. I'm thinking sometimes, why are dialects and languages a really fun thing? And to me, it is different cultures for sure. Different cultures for sure. Um, I love traveling, so looking into like one of my daughters said, like, oh, I want to go to Japan, you know. Um, and yes, I think she will at one point. Oh, actually looking into learning Japanese is a step in the direction, so let's see, just putting it there. I don't know why, but it felt like it needed to be there. And that other pink, this one. Learning about other cultures is really fun though. Food too, all different kinds of food, you know, related into different kinds of cultures. That is definitely one thing that is, and even better if you are able to, taste. Several languages, oh, several dialects. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Uh, love, like, you know, with Japanese here in the family. I had one of my sons. Uh, he was all into Chinese at one point. Um, and yeah, those two languages, I don't even know what to say. Dutch, no, yeah, I understood that. I was thinking like, yeah, fudge. Fudge is good. Why of all of a sudden? And I'm not into sweets really. But I noticed one thing that I totally forgot about. My coffee cup is not here. I'm like, what's wrong with me? Usually I have it here in the room, and not necessarily just to drink out of it, because it just stands here sometimes getting all cold and things, but yeah, there are so many fun dialects when thinking about it. And the most fun part of it all might be that, you know, some people don't really understand each other even though they speak the same language. That might be the most fun part of it all. Austria, let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, Austrian, German. Oh, Hochdeutsch, like German, like oh, and two totally different things. Oh, those are might not even be comparable. Hmm. No, definitely not. But that's the fun part of it, though. Learning a new thing. We have two here. Do we want to add anything else? This might be, one that I feel like, oh, I need to add here, I need to add there. Maybe, can we try? Let's think. I will try this, even though it's kind of half, but I don't mind. We can do things with it, I think, somehow. To me, when thinking German, as in Hochdeutsch, yeah, that's. I'm immediately thinking like Sweden, Denmark, Norway, and Austria, Switzerland, Germany. You know, like Sweden, Denmark, Norway, the languages in written languages like that is extremely similar. Like with talking, Swedish and Norwegian are practically the same. When it comes to Danish, though, I don't even know. You can definitely understand Danish, but it's a whole different ball game. Written, it's the same, or almost the same, very close to each other, like the Swedish, Norwegian, and Danish. And no, speaking it though, I don't know what happened to my Danish friends over there. And it's the same with other languages and like similar ones. So this will go, we will kind of cover it up here. Let's think. There, please. Have it there. Yes. Oh, yes, it definitely is. Hello, Maddie. Welcome, welcome. It definitely is. And Norse, yeah, that's similar to Swedish in a way, actually. Like the old Swedish that was spoken, like, yeah, way back. And also, Old Swedish is very similar to Dutch. Very, very similar to Dutch. So they all of the languages put together, and we will all understand each other. Wouldn't that be quite nice? So this might be the start of something, the garden for this house. So let's see, what are we thinking here? Are we going with? Let's see. I do like the yellow on the background. Let's look into that. And try. Let's think. We are going here. yet again trying out something totally different. And yes, we are going to cut it down. The Swedish with Swiss German. No, but with German, and yeah, German and Dutch, and like the old Swedish spoken back in the day. They are from the same like branch in the like the language tree. So yep. Let's see. So where are we going? Are we going with this type just for fun? In Switzerland, they have 5 languages. 5 languages, but I wouldn't say the the biggest one might be German, and you know, it's all over TV and things, but it's yeah, German, maybe 50% or more, and French, and then Italian, and then they have Romanish, that is like a tiny, tiny little, like it is not like it's a 1%, and it's yeah, Italian, French, German. The thing with the Romanish speaking version of that they do in Switzerland, it is extremely similar to Swedish. So if you know that language, you know Swedish. That's at least what I've heard, and I've spoken to people understanding that, and they do understand Swedish very well. So in some way, shape, or form, all of the languages put together, you know, like, and let's see there. And we are going with a bit of glue. Glue bead. Like that. And yes, we are going to cut it down to size, but we are going to let it dry a bit first. So we have that one. We need windows. Do we want to go blue on those? Yeah, I would say, let's see. We can use up what we have. Isn't that what I tend to say that all the time. Use up what you have first. I don't know if I always do though. That's a totally different question. We can do it over here. This one. I have just the tiniest bit of idea. I have no clue. Let's say, like, I don't know why I saw this and I wanted to try it out. And let's see those. It is meant to be a little bit wonky too, so Let's think. We need a door of some sort. The doors from yesterday, for those that don't know, I created doors yesterday together with Create with Becca. Yeah, like that. So this one, totally crooked. All of you can see it, and me too. Do I feel like I need to do something about it though? Let's see. Some sort of something is needed. I can feel it. It's just... It is not meant to be neat. It's just meant to be fun. I isn't now thinking like Afrikaan, is it? Like that is also a language that is very similar to Dutch, isn't it? Like, or some of the words. So I wonder, wouldn't it be kind of a thing? This will definitely be one of those like, oh, I just need to cut a little tiny bit more, and then a little tiny bit more, and then there will be no thing, nothing left. Let's see. I feel like I want to draw a little bit on these just to emphasize. Let's think. Do I really want to have this kind of the same color here? Yep. Watching videos. There are so many fun videos. I'm mostly into like documentaries and things like that. That's and yes, ask me again. I have seen the like series on like all several series on whatever, but yeah, documentaries are definitely a thing to go. Let's see if we just have a window like that. And another one. Yeah. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, they went to South Africa. It's true. Let's see. Actually had... Who was it again? Like, yeah, it was... I don't know. Like, now when thinking about it, I had a friend several years ago that moved there, but I haven't really heard anything. Isn't that like, you know, things happen and you tend to have things in your life that is, yeah, a definite something that you don't want anybody to go through. Let's see, what if I just cut that one off a little tiny bit like that? You would leave the Netherlands. That's interesting. The tulip country. Yeah, my last year. Why it's all dry. Last year, my daughter sent me so many beautiful pictures of tulip fields. Um, and yes, tulips are flowers that I like a lot. One might think roses, but no, I'm not the rose type of girl. Yeah, living a life in an I think in a way that it might be a dream for several of us, but do we really do it, you know? Like it might be some sort of dream or something, you know, like a thing. Like for instance with me, I've been in when the kids were young, we used to be in Switzerland. With the parent leave here in Sweden, you could go like for several years to another country. So we went back and forth there. That was fun. And of course, an opportunity like going somewhere else. So we have one house, and with that, a pocket over here that you can put whatever you like. Whatever you like in there. Like a little side note type thing. We do need something up on here though, or are we just going to cut it a little bit down to size, like here? So that's the garden. Should I? Let's. Yeah. I'm actually going for it, like going in here. Could go with the other one. Make it a little bit neater. And on the other side, of course, meeting up. Yeah. I felt it was needed like that, just to have a little bit of another angle. Let's see, Van Gogh was a genius to struggle in. Life is a struggle, or life can be fun. Life can definitely be a struggle. I am one of those that have unfortunately experienced it, haven't we all, in some way, shape, or form? All different kinds of ways. All different kinds of ways. Like I always tend to say, your struggle might not be like mine, but the struggle that you've been through are your struggle, and you know, I know we cannot set anything on like if it was, you know, worse than mine or whatever. Like it's just what it was. I actually saw these and I felt I needed to put them down somewhere, so I will put it on this side. Oh, for sure, Danny. For sure, it can be, yeah. I would say, hopefully, the universe is nice to each and every one of us. And yeah, usually that's what's happening, you know. have no clue. I have no clue about the tulip thingy there. No clue. I just like the actual flower. Yeah, I've grown up with that kind of thing. So let's see if we can use this one somehow. Are there tulips enough? Maybe too many. Too many. Are there really something called too many flowers? One thing that my colleague and I discussed today was the beauty of us here in Sweden being able to have all 4 seasons. Even though we don't like, both of us, we don't like wintertime, but being able to experience, like full on winter, skiing if you like, and then have beautiful summers like 30 degrees Celsius. Even, yeah, 30 is mostly, yeah, 35 sometimes, but um, having that here, it is really, really fun and really like a beautiful thing because not everywhere you can have that. The name? Oh, those names. They can definitely be, if any, they could definitely be struggles. Yeah, it could definitely. Some names. But then I am one of those, like, if you change, it is. Yeah, that's the thing. If you change, that's the thing. And especially if you had your name, like, even me, I'm thinking, or I thought, like, back a couple of years back, like, would I change my name? Like, it won't be a possible thing to do because, everybody knows me as Mrs. Gigi, so yeah, it's some names. Some names. Let's see. Putting this one here. Should we create another garden here and a house, or should we go with, yeah, let's do it. Because of that, I'm going to cut this one apart and use those flowers too. Uh, let's see. We had a Dutch king at one point in the UK, William of. Oh, the horse. Let me see. What, like, his horse? Oh no. Things happen, unfortunately. Yeah, things do definitely happen. Back in the day, like, thinking about it, like, all things happening. Yeah, just laughing about it, really, when thinking. And yeah, to be totally honest, that is a good thing though, because it wouldn't be fun to just cry and be sad about everything that has been going on, like historically. Oh, yes, of course. Of course it was. Of course it was. Yeah, there has definitely been some very fun things throughout history. or not too so fun things that nowadays might be considered fun too. Like there are, yeah. So as you can see, this takes a bit of time, but this is fun, and this might be like I spoke a little bit about before, like a pre-spring project. Is that what it is? Could definitely be a pre-spring project. And we are going to add those ones in that garden thingy there, and let's see if we can add something here too. So mainly just doing a total base. Let's see, cutting this one off a little bit because I don't like the, yeah, I would say off-white piece of thing going with these. There, another flowery thing there. Do we want to add anything else? Greenery maybe this time, something green. These maybe, look at these. These are definitely, and of course, yes, using up these like they were a part of the project, of course. So these will be cut out and used. And going all the way around. Not necessarily too neat, but just a little bit like this. And we have suddenly created another piece of the garden here. Let's just cut this one down like that, just because I want to. Oh, and I will have to, ooh, I don't want to cut out this too neatly, but I don't want to cut it off either. So let's see. This is a little rose bud. Like that. Going in here. And further down like that. So, the first project for spring, is it? Not too sure, but it's definitely something flowery. And flowers are usually spring things. Let's see, what can we do? There are actually flowers up here too, which are kind of neat. Let's think. There, we're going to put these up here. And yes, I see it already. We need to cut this one off. I don't like that at all. Like that. There, and somewhat like that. We need something else, don't we? Do we need to add the blue in? Let's look into it. Maybe something blue just to be able to do a thing or two. Let's cut it there, up here, like that, all the way down here, and all across here, just like that. Just to be able to add in a little bit more blue, or kind of, because I'm going for the cutoff of things here. Adding in and cutting off. I don't know about the combination there, but that's how it is. So let's see. No, we need to cut that one off too. Like that. And where do we have the fold? The fold is there. We need to cut that one off. So this might be it, people. A whole bunch of things in this. Let's see, there. Putting that one there. Another garden piece it is. Oh, let's see the rosebud. We need to add it in. We need to add it in. Like that. And yep, let's go. No time to waste. No time to waste, is it? Like, yeah. Like that. We are going with the yellow flower here. And going that direction. You know, somewhat of something. Do I want to have it? Let's see, just twisting it a little tiny bit like that. Yep. So another garden for the next house, which will be a thing to do maybe next week. Maybe next week, maybe just another day. Like, you'll never know. Putting this one down. And the rosebud that accidentally flew off, but we can glue it in. That's a nice thing though. We're going like that. Yeah, we will. And some red things going down here, cutting most of it off, but yeah, we will just add it in for the fun of it. Like that. And yes, we definitely need something else. I feel it already. And we are going with, what are we going with for this one? Let's see. Is this stuck? Yes, it kind of is. It kind of is. We have flowers here. Another version of flowers. Neatly. Let's think. This one. And swirls, of course. I just felt that one, and maybe this one even, like this corner piece might be quite kind of nice to have up on the top there. Hello, Berry, and welcome, welcome. So I am about to finish this off with this garden piece. So I'm creating all kinds of houses. Let's see, putting that flowery thing up there. Putting another flower bit over here. Let's see. Just literally just going around. Kind of like that. Let's think about this. Do we need all of it or just a little bit of it? Just like that. Yeah, that will be good. Building it up like this is the most fun of it. It's almost like a puzzle, jigsaw puzzle type thing. But it's nice. It is really nice to be able to do something like that. And of course, like the other things, we need to have it dry enough. We'll probably add in another piece of the garden, like something here. Oh, I haven't heard anything from Becca about that berry, so let us know if you know something happens there. You'll never know with Becca though. You'll never know. I feel like we need to have some blue things going down here, so I'm not too sure about those. But we will have to figure that one out in another episode. Is that what it is? Next time, or whatever you'll say. But that one was the, you know, the first one. Not finished house, just the base yet. And another garden. This will definitely be filled up. I feel it already. This house though might be really neat to be able to do. And yep, another one, flipping up another one, flipping another one. You know, that's the neat thing about this. And if I leave this part out, I can add in even more. And yep. I I know. I know she's not serious. I know she's not. But it would have been a thing though. Sorry. It would have been a thing. Or it could have been a thing, maybe. I wish I had these ones, but smaller. But unfortunately I don't, so those will go for something else. Looking at this flower here, you know, there are things ongoing for everything. For now, this was the little project of today as far as, you know, it goes. Adding in even more. But it was fun doing a little bit of something that I saw. And I need to work on it way more though. For next week, as some of you heard yesterday, there will be no color of the year together with Becca because she has done a thing that I don't like. She's on vacation. She's left me all alone. And no, for the next 2 weeks, there will be no color of the year. It will only be me creating together with all of you, of course. Always fun to have all of you in chat here. And yeah, to all the replayers watching, thank you so much. As usual, I will be back next week, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, here on my own channel. That is 7:30 Swedish time, um, Central European time, I think it is. Um, Other than that, a pop up. I don't know because the next 2 week will be totally different. In her imagination, there might be something, though. Yep, it might be something. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, night, day, or whenever you see this. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, everyone.